Basketball team. Anytime you can beat the number one team in the country, or like they did with North Carolina, they're not number one now, but they were when they beat them. They're a good team. They're going to beat a lot of teams. Got a lot of respect for Ben. Spent a lot of time with him when we were competing against each other when we were at Iowa, and also in the summers at the Nike trip. And they have a lot of respect for his program. There's a reason why he's been there for 10 years, and he's going to be there probably 10 more years. So they got a good team. They got a veteran team. We just were fortunate to come out and play really well. Got off to a bad start, down 7-1. I think our guys really buckled down and guarded them. I think we were able to guard them at a high level. I thought our three-point defense has been tremendous, and they're really good at that. And I think zone took them out of their game plan. I think zone took Waspin out of penetrating, getting in the lane, getting them open horse shots, and we made their three-point shooters have to be creative and get their own shots. And I think that's why we were successful, and I think we played well, and we're able to score the ball and do some things. We turned the ball over 13 times, but, you know, we kind of went a lot of post-ups to Tim Williams late in the second half, and then Elijah was terrific, made some tough shots. But all in all, you can't. It's hard to turn them over 15 times, and we were able to do that and hold them to 57. So, really happy the way that our team played, and I like my team. I say it every time, but they're growing up and getting better.
The first start, was that just bad shots, or because they didn't seem like they were necessarily taking bad shots?
I just didn't think we came ready to play. I just think we came out and kind of we're going to go through the motions. We didn't take some good shots. We got off to a bad start. We missed a free throw, not like we have been doing. So I just think it's one of those things that just happened. It kind of reminded me of the start of Nicholls State, how we just kind of played that ho-hum, not a fast pace, not really urgent, not a lot of energy. And then I thought once we had the TV timeout or the media break, I thought they came back and played like they're capable of.
Wes is the guy that gets them going usually.
Mm-hmm.
Only takes 8 shots tonight. You guys, he had 10 points, 5 assists. Those are okay numbers, but it's not what he's been doing this year. Was it just the zone? I mean,
Yeah, I think the zone. That's one reason why we went to it. That's one reason. There's only been 2 times, maybe 3 times since we've been here, or I've been here, and plus been a coach that we've started out in zone. It was George Mason when we were down in St. Thomas, and we won that tournament. And then another time we went zone. That kind of we just decided to go right before. We talked about it before the game. We talked about it all week, but then all of a sudden, right before the thing, I said, let's just go zone on the first possession. I think it kind of surprised our guys. So I think that takes him out of what he can do. I think he's so good with the ball. He's hard to contain, and I just think that zone kind of slows them down.
What did Elijah do well tonight? He had 25 and only 2 3-pointers. It seemed like he really just kind of creating his own shots.
Well, I just think he can get to the rim, and he gets good shots. He's worked on his mid-range game, and he's just not a shooter. So, he got several of those points in the second half, and we needed him to. He made some big shots, and he's capable of doing that. So, he's been pretty consistent all year, and he's going to continue to be consistent. He had some struggles at USC, and I think we've all had some struggles. So it's just one of those deals.
When you did take Wes out, I want to do one more follow-up on that. They have a bunch of guys that are great shooters. Their three-point shooting, they alluded to, one of the best in the country, the percentage. Are they a bunch of guys, and I don't mean this in necessarily a quick way, but are they guys that can't create their own if he's not creating for them?
Well, I just think they've done a great job over the years, and Ben has always done it where they've always created shots with their offense, guys coming off screens or whatever, but this year their team's become him creating for other players. And when he doesn't get going and he's able to get in the paint and get guys good shots and create shots, I think that they struggle a little bit. Now, granted, they didn't shoot the ball very well. They missed some shots. They missed some open shots that they usually hit, and we were fortunate. But, the Pitt has funny ways of doing that to people.
When you see a team like that struggle when their one creator is kind of taken out a little bit, does it make you feel even more lucky that you guys have a guy like Elijah, a guy like Jordan off the bench, Cone, didn't shoot well tonight, but you have multiple guys that can start the offense for you?
Yeah, we got tons of guys that can handle the ball, and I think by the time it's all over, we'll have a lot of people that can handle the ball and make plays and do that. I think Sam was getting it going in the first half, and he had foul trouble, and then he came back in. He got a little excited, had a couple post ups where he turned it over. He just got to slow down, but it was more of Sam, with 7 rebounds. He kind of got it going, and then he got in foul trouble. He just can't get careless fouls, and we need him on the floor. And then I thought everybody that came in gave us great minutes.
Coach, how important is depth? I mean, you really were able to wear him down towards the end there, and even at the end of the second half.
Well, depth's really important, and we've been able with our recruiting and our staff doing a good job of getting players in here that develops depth. And you got to realize now we're without Devin Williams, who started 30 games for us. So we're doing things. And I thought Joe got off to a slow start, and I wanted him to play a lot more. He got off to he had a couple plays in a row in the first half that weren't positive for him, but I thought he really came in and gave us some energy the second half. And he's just getting better. He's just got to get more times on the floor. But it's hard to play those guys a lot of minutes when Tim Williams is playing the way he's playing.
How would you assess Tim's performance? It seems like every night we come in here and you look at the score sheet and he scored 19. You're just like, man, where'd that come from? Almost like a quiet 19.
Yeah, I just think he just gets it done. I think he shot free throws really good tonight, which I think he's going to get a lot of free throw opportunities. I think he's able to, he's got to work on that pick and pop jump shot that Cam and Alex and Cam really worked on to be really good at. And if he can get that down on the pick and pop and our pick and roll offense like he had at Purdue, if he can make that shot consistently, then he's hard to guard.
This is a stretch of 3 in 7 days. How big is it to get the first one out of the way? And then
Well, I was worried about that one because they're good. They're going, like I said, they're going to beat a lot of people. So, that's a tough one. So, then we got New Mexico State coming in here on Wednesday, and then Rice on Saturday, then we go to Hawaii. I told our guys our goal is to be undefeated at home, and hopefully they're fun to watch. They're fun to coach, and, they're just getting better and better, and hopefully we'll continue to get better.
You happy to see him from a confidence standpoint bounce back after the loss and having to wait a week to play?
Yeah, I don't think that they lost any confidence. I thought they came out of the Purdue game with more confidence, to be honest with you. I think they always have thought they could play at a high level, and I think they can compete against anybody. I just think that's their makeup. If anything, I thought they came out of the Purdue game with a lot of confidence and eager to get back on the floor and get better, and we showed them some tape where we had to get better, and I think that's helped them. And I think they came out of that game with some confidence instead of coming out of that game with, they couldn't get over the hump to get the win.